What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Slave Assassin 11 here, and today I'm bringing you guys my very first gameplay on my channel of some Black Ops 2. And now with this gameplay, I didn't do very good KD wise, so don't bother with that, but I did do pretty good high kill wise, I suppose you could say. It was not like real high, but it just 40 plus kills, I believe, so it was a pretty good game. There was plenty more games I wanted to bring you guys. I was playing with a whole bunch of crazy people, like I'm talking straight up knives. I was having conversations with them. I was like, which isn't like, it's not like he's a real human being or anything, but it's just cool to see some of these people that you look up to when it comes to the YouTube game, and you actually get to hang out with them for a night. So I was playing with a whole bunch of people: J Nasty 720, Jive Turkey, unfortunately Fisticuffs, in which I smashed him all night long. I destroyed him. He's garbage at Black Ops 2. Don't listen to any of his tips and tricks because the man doesn't know what he's talking about, because I was smashing him first night with some basic classes. So, besides that, I played with a whole bunch of good people. I played with some people from Team Fear, Fear Assassin, Fear Sharp. I actually killed Fear Assassin and stole his Hellfire missile and dropped it on Fear Sharp. I'll probably bring that gameplay to you guys only because there's so many people in it. It's pretty bad on my terms. It was like literally my first game I got thrown into was with those guys, and I went something like 15 and 21 or something. So I was 6 kills negative. But I don't know the maps and stuff yet. I don't know how the guns control. So stuff like that will come. The gameplay here you see here, though, actually has Faze Pamaaj in it and a couple of people from Faze. So I'm playing with a bunch of Faze members right now, a bunch of snipers. And as you can see, they're just quick-scope monsters already. This game has not even come out, and these guys are quick-scope and beast. Pamaaj is ridiculous. He's so good at sniping, it's stupid. I played like 2 more games, and then I had to quit. I had to rage quit, because if they weren't on my team, I literally had the lifespan of maybe 4 or 5 seconds before they'd quick-scope me down a hallway, or hard-scope me. It's fine that they hard-scope me too, because I'm sure they were going for like collaterals and triple collats and stuff like that. So that's all fine and dandy. But it sucks playing against good snipers. You die one shot, there's no doubt about it. And I mean, these guys, they would beat me. If I ran into these snipers in the open, it was so bad that they would more than likely beat me before I could pull up my MP7 and take them out. That's how good these guys are. So if you get into a lobby with these guys, watch your back, because they don't play no damn games when it comes to sniping. But I kind of wanted to give you guys my thoughts on the game and what I think so far. So let me break this down little by little here for you. So we'll go down to the 3 categories. We've got campaign, zombies, and multiplayer. When it comes to campaign, I would like to say a couple of things. One, the storyline so far has been pretty cool. I like seeing the old characters. I like hearing the in-game campaign music, and I like some of the scenes actually. You get like to use, I don't want to spoil anything for you guys, but you get to use bear traps in one part of the story, and that's that's just a cool little piece of equipment that Call of Duty's, we've never seen any type of Call of Duty before, so it's pretty cool. I would have to say that the graphics probably aren't up to par with some video games out there when it comes to campaign-wise. It kind of looks a little like, even the very first part, like a truck pulls up to you. That's like how the campaign starts. Like there's like a truck pulling up to you, and even at the truck, it's kind of not realistic looking, I should say. And I know it doesn't really matter, but with graphics like this, and for these guys making multi-millions of dollars, you'd think they'd be able to make all 3 of their game types like 100% top quality, just like Halo does. But apparently they can't, which is fine. Whatever. I'm not a big, huge campaign guy anyway, so that's okay. Zombies. Zombies is epic. You've got your normal zombies, you've got transit, and you've got the multiplayer zombies. Now, I didn't play any multiplayer zombies. I only played split screen with my buddy, and I may still bring you guys that just because it was like before the game came out, Friday night split screen, first game of zombies. We only got to like level 8, but it was still fun. It was cool to see the experience, and if you guys haven't seen zombies, or if you're not planning on getting the game for a while, you guys can check out my zombies footage whenever I do get around to posting it. I can't promise you guys when I'm going to post up anymore, because I feel like all I do is break promises, and I don't like to break promises to you guys, because you don't break promises to me. You still stick around and like my videos and hang out and leave comments and stuff. So I love you guys for that, and I gotta respect you back by not making promises, because if I do, I more than likely will fail on them. But Black Ops 2 is out and Halo 4 is out, so I told you that upload schedule is going to start tightening itself up. I'm trying to go for Tuesdays and Thursdays, but man, it's just it's tough because I work sometimes I don't, sometimes I have family things during the day, so there's a lot of crap that goes on in my life that prevents me from being able to stick to a nice upload schedule, at least as good as one as I wanted to. And then I can't upload multiple videos a day because my upload speed is like 0.97, so it's horrible. It takes like 4 hours for a 10-minute video. So, I mean, that would literally take up my whole day if I wanted to upload a week's stuff and just private it all and then release it one by one, which is probably what I should do, just dedicate a day to uploading. But it's so tough not being able to get on the internet or, do anything. It's just like it totally shuts down my computer when I'm uploading stuff. I can still get on like the desktop, but everything else is just completely lagged out, including my Xbox. It's unplayable at all. So, And then I will jump into the final thing, which everybody obviously cares about the most, and that is the multiplayer. Now, what do I have to say about the multiplayer? The multiplayer is a lot like Black Ops 1. Whether anybody wants to say it or not, it's a lot like Black Ops 1. Whereas, even if we have 40 bullets, where like an MW3, 40 bullets in MW3 could get me 4 or 5 kills if needed be. Like, you know, I could spare my bullets out and get some kills, and maybe, you know, some bullets would go through people and give me double kills and stuff like that. In this one, even though you have a 40 round magazine, it's just, it feels like Black Ops 1. I feel like I go through that 40 round magazine in 0.2 seconds, and if I run around and I see 3 people, it's not like MW3 where I'm like, oh man, I probably could get a 3 spray here. No, it's not like that at all. It's just literally you're lucky to get one of them at that point, because team killing, it's just like Halo. Team killing is everything. If you guys can put two people putting assault rifles on one guy, that guy will die so quick he'll think you got sniped. It's ridiculous. And connection's everything too when it comes to multiplayer. It really is. Like when I'm in a 3-bar lobby, I know I'm in a 3-bar lobby. I'm doing garbage. And then when I'm in a 4-bar lobby, I'm doing good. I'm having a decent time. I'm winning gunfights and, you know, certain things like that. So I guess what a lot of people are interested too is sound whoring. Is sound whoring a big thing in this game? I use a pair of Turtle Beach DSX2s or some crap like that, which pretty much are just Turtle Beach like 12s or whatever they call those, and X12s, but they have like the 7.1 or 5.1 surround sound piece that comes with it, and that gives me pretty good surround sound. But the problem with these headsets is I feel like they don't have a very good, how should I say, reach. Imagine like you're standing there and you have this imaginary circle around you. This circle is probably about, you know, 15 feet to your right and left and 15 feet front and back. And if anybody's inside that space, I can hear great. I hear footsteps, I hear everything. But it's almost like when they get outside of those spaces, they're just gone. I can't hear anything. And that could just be my headset, to be honest with you. Because I noticed a lot of guys were using, like, you know, some of the bigger guys, like the pros, they were definitely waiting around corners for me. They'd hear me coming, they'd sit, and they'd pre-fire and stuff. So I'm guessing either they have some type of millimeter scanner or some stupid thing like that, or they can hear me, they can sound horn me. And so it could be a key factor if you have a good enough headset. But with the basic headset, I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. And I've used awareness, which is supposed to be like the SitRep Pro of MW3, and I can't hear anything. I don't hear any differences. To me, it's not a noticeable footstep change, which is what MW3 did. They made the footsteps so loud that you knew it was noticeably different, and you had to, you know, check out the situation, figure out what it was, and you knew it was a person coming. So this game, the sound whoring is not that big of an issue, and plus there are hundreds and thousands of outside noises. It's ridiculous. There's so many outside noises. It's insane. It's like you can't. You walk through one room and you got disco music playing. You go through the next room, the slot machines are going off. You go through the room after that, and the train's coming by. It's insane. And the maps also have interactive things. Like for example, the train. There is a map that's called, I want to say it's called Express. I'm not really positive on that, but I think it's called Express. And on Express, there's actually a train that will come through the map and wipe anyone out that's standing on the tracks. And it comes quick, and there's no warning. It just comes. And I have got hit by this thing so many times, it's ridiculous. And sometimes you can't even get out of there. Like if you happen to be between the two trains and the thing comes, there's nothing you do. You can't lay down. You can't get away from it at all. So that's kind of sucky. But let's get on to maybe some of the maps. Now the maps are not very balanced. They're kind of huge, wide open maps, and I don't really know why they're so big and they're so open. There's so many different routes. Maybe that was what they were going for, you know, multiple ways to find people. But MW3 kind of did it good, where they cut down the ways to get into buildings and the amount of routes on the map, because that kept the action going. Whereas on this game, if I play the maps where like the turbines have fell down, I don't remember what that one's called, you can run around forever and look for people, and you can't find anyone. You just keep running and running and running, and you just don't find anyone. You find out they're on the other side of the map. By the time you get over there, they spawn back on this side. And I don't like stuff like that. I feel like I'm playing Battlefield, and that's just not my style. So hopefully they come out with some smaller maps, which is why I love this one, Hijacked. It's epic because it's just small. It's like kind of like the Nuketown. Everybody seems to be picking it up soon. And I haven't played Nuketown 2, by the way. That comes out tonight when I get my code. But back to the maps. The one issue I have with maps, two issues I should say I have with this game. The first issue is the care packages. These things are so ridiculously slow, it's ridiculous. Every time you throw out a care package, it's not like the other games where you throw out a care package and you know you have enough time to grab it. Every time you throw out a care package, it is a battle. You have to squat up, head glitch a box, and get ready. Because that thing takes like, I swear it takes 10 seconds to get to you and drop. It is so slow. And then when it hits the ground, it always wants to do this like glitching into the ground and then coming out thing. So you can't grab it as soon as it hits the ground. You have to wait for it to, the little symbol to pop up to grab it. And that's like that's ride or die sometimes. You know, you can die off that sometimes. And when we played multi-team, I swear we called in 10 care packages, and they spawned people so close to you that we probably only received 2 or 3 of them. The rest were stolen. And then that leaves another problem with me, is that this game has so much overhead on it. The maps have so much overhead. You know how many times I've walked out of a building, I've been in the middle of a street between 2 buildings, I throw a care package out, and the care package never comes down. And I look up and it's because they got this, you know, stupid metal pole going across the top of the map from building to building, and my care package landed on it. And this map hijacked. My buddy threw it in the pool. The care packages are very inaccurate. When I throw them down, and when anybody does, we've all talked about this, when you throw them down, they don't land where the beacon is. So my buddy threw it in the pool in the back of hijack, and it actually landed on top of this piece right in front of it. Luckily, he was still able to jump up and grab it, but it still sucks that, you know, these things fall everywhere. They take a long time to get there, and they land on top of everything. You know how many times I've dropped it on top of hijack and it'll just land on this stupid little ledge and will not fall. Like hanging halfway off the ledge and will not fall. So there's so much overhead. You guys really got to be careful looking out for where you're throwing it. But I like the game. I enjoy the game. I hope you guys enjoy the game. Let me know what you want to see about it. And have a good day. Have a good night. And peace.